My traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies. The dawn is breaking on the stage that holds our final destiny. And so, my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, don't dream it, be it, because the show must go on. And on today's episode, do you read Sutter Kane? If not, let me tell you all about it. Now, from what I've seen under the deck and what I have currently flipped up that is on the board, we've got a fairly straightforward read at the moment, something very, very definitive. And today, interestingly enough, the player character deck wanted to come out because, as we all know, in the Sovereign Age, no one is an NPC. We are all player characters. And our player character that wanted to come out was the Mermaid Boy. There he is, sitting in a tub, looking up at the sky, and well, it's the ceiling, I guess. And looking at that Mermaid Boy, when I was looking at him, I was just like, oh, is he daydreaming about someone special? And what was the Kipper card that came out to clarify our Mermaid Boy? Courtship. Our Mermaid Boy is thinking about someone special. They are currently trying to figure out how to communicate this to another person. So we're gonna go over, that's like the broad message. There is someone who is thinking about y'all, or you are in fact the person who's thinking about someone else. Somebody is trying to figure out how to tell somebody that they like them, how to ask somebody out, something. And so let's go ahead and look at the overview energies. We have justice with community. Now, both of these people could be in some sort of community that involves itself with like social justice, or this is just like a well-balanced like community. What I mean by well-balanced community is like maybe they're involved in a bunch of different things. Like there's like a lot of different types of, because you can see this community, there's like young people, there's old people, we have like a disabled person, and I don't know, there are like various different class statuses represented here. So this could be, this justice card could just be talking about a diverse, well-rounded community, or it's seriously like a social justice oriented community that these people are involved in potentially. And what we have also is Page of Swords with high honor. There is that communication, and it's sort of like, I think this person, so this isn't someone who's going to send you a text message going, what, like WYD, question mark, at 2 a.m. This person is sort of being a little bit more formal about this. They want whoever they are going to speak to understand that they are treating them like with respect. And I would also guess that they would hope that the person they're talking to or they want to approach also sees them as a person of high honor and good character and all of that good stuff. So what we also have is the King of Wands and change. So whoever, the King of Wands is this Mermaid Boy, I'm pretty sure. And so they are looking to change their situation. Obviously, this communication may initiate a particular change in their life, because what we are ending on is temperance and journey. Now, temperance is typically something that's been well considered, something perhaps with good chemistry, but like in the temperance's hands are 2 cups. So it's possible that after all of this plays out, this person is moving from a solo journey to a journey with 2 people in it. They are going to be mixing energies with another person, or at least that is what they hope to do. This is also likely a sign that this person is looking at somebody as a long-term partner. This isn't just someone that they're attracted to and are looking for a hookup. So let's go ahead and get some more details out here. Community, justice, strength. This is just a really like, I don't know if it's just talking about the community that our Mermaid Boy, King of Wands, is affiliated with. It's a solid community. Like this person has really solid friendships around them. They are just very, very integrated within some sort of local community. Their ties to their social circle or their family or something is very strong, which is a good thing. So high honor, Page of Swords, the Four of Swords. And I saw the Four of Swords under the deck. This person has not communicated yet. They are figuring it out. They're trying like, how am I gonna, because like the mermaid boy is in the bathtub, right? They're in like a stationary position, maybe visualizing how they want things to go, like what they're gonna say. They're doing simulations. They're running simulations in the various infinite realms of non-resistance, right? So let's go ahead and see King of Wands and change. Nine of Wands. This would suggest that whatever this is challenging, or this person perhaps feels rather kind of run down by like the prospect of having to ask this person out. I'm not sure, we'll have to look at it. And then journey, temperance, whatever that Nine of Wands is, it's not really stopping the flow of energy. So this person feels strongly enough about whoever this person is that they're going to work through whatever that Nine of Wands is on that change. It could be, and we have been getting this message that there are energies, there are, you know, groups of people, other collectives that are rearranging certain things in their life in order to move on to a different phase of their life. So it could be more that this person is a little bit worn out by how they're having to change themselves or their surroundings to accommodate for this new lifestyle that they want to lead, or at least with another person. That's all very, very significant stuff. So let's go ahead and go around again, starting with our community. I don't really have very many questions about that. It just seems to, yeah, this person, very much, whoever they are, they very much center their social life and they center their platonic relationships. I would also guess that whoever this person is with strength in the sun, they might be a very popular person. They might be someone that people within the community tend to rely on, or, you know, they're just a very friendly, outgoing person who has a lot of friends. They are kind of like, I'm not really getting life of the party with that, though I wouldn't put it like past them. They might be, but that seems like, because I mean, we do have the King of Wands here. That's like a charming, attractive, charismatic person. But sometimes when I say life of the party, that could suggest like arrogance or cockiness. I'm not getting that from this person. I am sensing a very, if they are more of a charismatic extrovert, they also very deeply care about the people around them. It's not user energy. So what else is going on with our Four of Swords? Knight of Pentacles. So through their visualizing, whatever it is that they're doing to imagine this courtship or this relationship that they would like to enter into, they are taking steady action along with their visualization. I was going to get out a bunch of cards for this King of Wands change, Nine of Wands. It could be that the Nine of Wands is suggesting like all these changes that our King of Wands is making, but we got like, I was like, I need to get more cards on that, like more than just the one clarifier, and 3 came out. So let's see here. Yeah, it's like this person, I think this is, the Nine of Wands is more like all of the action that this person is taking. It almost seems like potentially a complete lifestyle change with that World card. I am taking action to like do like a 180 almost. And we have this Four of Cups here, and that is suggesting like the tired energy. So that Knight of Wands, Four of Cups is kind of like combining into that Nine of Wands. But I'll pull one more on this Four of Cups just to see. They might be looking at the results of their changes that they've been implementing and maybe not being sure about something, or not exactly happy. A King of Swords. This is just someone kind of looking around at their, like the changes that they're making, like, is this good enough? Do I need to do more here? Like, what else needs to go on? So this person is implementing some sort of strategy. 3 of Wands, and I would guess 10 of Wands under the deck. That's a lot of work. King of Cups. I would guess that this person is likely nearing the completion of this initial phase. I don't know if they're waiting on something with that 3 of Wands, or if it's just meaning that like this person is getting ready to complete all of the action steps that they would require to take their initial action into this like new relationship or whatever. Ten of Cups is just like, I think that they're like, if there's Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck, this person is successfully completing all of the changes. So like, I don't know where I don't know where everybody is in the energy right now. Our first column is just sort of talking about the type of person this is and what sort of social environment that they're in. The second column is talking to me about them thinking about the thing and also taking the action steps. This third column is giving us more information, general information about those action steps. But I don't know, like all of these three columns right here are kind of like, I don't know if this person's just started this. I don't know if they're in the middle of it. I don't know if they're reaching the end of it. But you know, they're somewhere. If you're vibing with this, they are somewhere. So Journey, Temperance, Eight of Wands, what's going on here? I think that they're still in the midst of whatever changes. Like, I don't like, because I've got this Seven of Wands and Two of Coins under this Eight of Wands. So it's like they're directing a lot of energy still towards these changes and to rearrange things. So they're trying to change that for the Empress, okay? So they are still creating the conditions to change that, likely that Seven of Wands into the Eight of Wands, so I can take more direct action. Can you tell me anything about what this Two of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, what these situations or this situation is or are? Nine of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Ace of Cups. It's just, it's something about like, this is, Nine of Cups is like kind of an echo, Nine of Cups, Nine of Coins, if I said Cups, is an echo of this Empress energy. It is also suggesting creating a nice environment, an optimal environment to create this courtship. So the Seven of Wands and Two of Coins is creating this environment for me to, Page of Cups, Ace of Cups, ask this person out, offer them my cup of love. But can we get any details on what the obstacles are themselves? It might not be relevant. It might just be like super mundane crap. I've been getting that lately. It's potentially, oh, all right. Well, here's, because I've got King of Cups, Ten of Wands, Three of Swords. Now, when I saw that King of Cups with the Ten of Wands, I was thinking maybe something with like substances, perhaps, with a certain type of lifestyle. Ten of Wands, Three of Swords, though. This person may have involved themselves in a particular situation. I don't know if it's a romantic one with that King of Cups, that they've been doing a lot of work to kind of get over or get out of. I'm going to go around again on that. And I don't know if maybe because of the stress, they were maybe like drinking or smoking or something like it to cope with that. Six of Cups, this is like a past person. So they've had some sort of past relationship or relationships or an ex-partner that like something obviously happened with the, yeah. Oh, there we are. So I'm not tickled enough because it's not, we don't have the Queen of Wands here, which I would be tickled if the Queen of Wands came out, but we have the Queen of Swords and the Five of Wands. Ex-partner drama, Ten of Wands. That's a situation. So this person is either like trying to get out of that or like recover from it, something. Three of Swords, Eight of Cups. So they're like, they've had to leave somebody, or they did leave somebody, or, but like it looks toxic to me. Like whatever this relationship, like I'm sensing, like I'm I'm just sensing something with substances. There was something about substances involved with this. Like, I don't know if this person was super clear-headed or has been clear-headed in their dealings with whoever this past person is. This might be somebody who like just could not break out of a cycle with like an ex or whatever that was not good for them. The devil. Okay, we don't need to get any, that's a toxic relationship. Like whatever this person was dealing with, that was a toxic relationship. Now what I'm gonna ask here, because I don't know when the breakup was or whatever, is this person, and that's what that 9 of Wands is, so making all of these changes, is this person actually like okay to get into a relationship with someone else? Because I gotta look for the wall hoppers. You know, I gotta look for the ones who like maybe have, because like people have good intentions, and then if they really haven't like examined themselves and really worked through why those cycles were going on, they do tend to repeat. And so like, I know we've had a very positive read. This is all looking very positive, but I have to, for the sake of everybody, right? If people are really listening to these things for support, if they have someone come their way, like what do you need to stay frosty about, if so? Page of Pentacles, Death, Page of Wands. I think this person has gone through some sort of radical transformation here, because again, we don't know when that breakup was. We don't know like what exactly was going on there. I can't tell you exact timelines, but it looks like whenever this person is looking to approach you, they are ready for something new. I will pull one more on that Death card, but what that's looking like is I'm attracted to somebody that I see. I have put a death to this particular situation. I'm not getting back involved with this. I have transformed myself and I am ready to take action in this new direction. So I'll pull on the Death. Ooh. You know, it's not gonna tell me. I've got, well, because first of all, I got the Moon and the 8 of Swords, and then the 7 of Cups, and that's a lot of like obfuscation. And so what I'm going to do is pull one more, like why the obfuscation? I'm sighing. It's because it's like, this is a good thing. Ace of Coins, the Emperor. It's sort of like the message isn't don't worry about it, but it's sort of like if this person, like there is no doubt who the Emperor is coming with a solid Ace of Pentacles. So it's almost like they're not going to tell me anymore, because it's just like we said what we said. And also, I have a habit of double checking things too much when I should just go with what I've said in the first place, especially if I've received no conviction on it. So it's sort of like, this is also a message for me of like, don't lean into so much, like don't doubt yourself almost. It's like you are confusing yourself, don't do that. So I'm just explaining it to you so people don't think I'm trying to fudge the read and make it more positive than it is. It seems like this person is fine, more than fine to get into a relationship with a new person. And I haven't felt any garbage in the energy from this person. So if in me telling you the story about them and their ex has had you like, I really don't want to get involved with the person who's just like in a year or so going to get sucked back in with their past person, that does not look like what this is. So I don't know that I have any questions here. Let me see if I can get a timeline for any of this. We have not been getting super timelines lately, and I would say even if I do get one, take it with a grain of salt, because you really can't control the timeline. And like, if this is another person, unless this is y'all I'm talking to who are dealing with this and are going to ask somebody out, then we can't. Oh, so this is like, Here's what I'm gonna translate this as, because the 9 of Swords would be like 9 days. Maybe for some of you, 9 days to 9 weeks. Okay, but what this means is, like, don't worry about it. You, like, this person is going to come in when they're ready to come in. Like, this love will happen. Don't keep yourself up being concerned about it. Just trust that it's coming in for you. Especially if you know that you are, like, maybe in this person's social circle, if you are doing at least some regular socialization. This is not something that's going on online. This is something that is going on in real life. So if you are someone who has maybe been on the fence about starting to get a little bit more social, you haven't taken that leap, I would encourage you to absolutely do so, because you never know who you're gonna meet. And I would just tell you, as someone who is circulated like online and in real life tends to be a lot better, and you can control the pace of that and the type of environments you are getting involved in, depending on what you're dealing with, like mental health wise, anxiety wise, and things like that. There are like, when I'm saying resources, like if you're someone who has a lot of social anxiety or whatever, you don't like to go out, there are way more spaces nowadays and communities that are much more accommodating to those sorts of issues with people than there have been in the past. And I know, like, Facebook tends to be like for the olds or whatever, but I would tell you that Facebook is like the one place where I like get the most information about local events and local organizations. So I don't know if that would be true for everyone, but if you're somebody who like doesn't know where to go, I would say you might want to try and go ahead and create a Facebook account and start looking into local groups, because they're all on there. That's where I like find everything, because there's a lot of LGBTQIA plus organizations that are going to talk about things going on Facebook, because typically the people who are running those things are older people, and the older people are the ones who are organizing the stuff and posting about it. So if you are younger, it would still benefit you to get on those spaces just to see like where the events are happening, and like how you can find those things, because they're like there's like locally, I know I see there are like bookshops and stuff that are and cafes that are hosting like quiet, we're all going to read together in the same space events. And then it's sort of like there's an optional, if you would like to stay and talk like after we all read together in the same space quietly, there's stuff like that. And so getting involved with something like that fairly regularly, like once or twice a month, that kind of gets you into the habit of like going out and maybe building up your tolerance for like just getting over the hump of getting somewhere and being with people. Okay, so that's just for the people who aren't like socializing fairly regularly yet and are maybe building up towards that. So let's go ahead and get our final advice outcome. Close with the Sun and the Father. If you have benefited from the channel and you do feel like giving back in some way financially, you have the ability to. I have a link down below for House of Tulip. House of Tulip is a local nonprofit created and run by trans and gender nonconforming people of color, and House of Tulip's mission is to support houseless trans and gender nonconforming youth, getting them shelter, toiletries, clothing, job opportunities, everything that they would need to move from a space of surviving to thriving within a supportive and loving community. So let's go ahead and get our final advice outcome. Yeah, this person is like fighting some secret battles right now and are doing it successfully, so good for them. All right, fantastic. So at the end of this long journey, Hermit, this person is keeping to themselves until they are absolutely ready to do this. I'm telling you, this person in no way wants to involve you with nonsense, or you are this person and you're making very smart, wise, and measured decisions with this hermit. And it's been fairly arduous creating this change in lifestyle. When this person, or when you are done doing all of that, what do we have? We have the Knight of Cups and the Nine of Cups, moving into a much happier situation, likely romantically. And we are ending with the Ten of Pentacles. This is just something that is far more enriching, likely for both parties, or at least for this person. It's something that they very much want, and it's also something that is very solid. It is likely that whoever I'm talking about, both of these people, if they both consent to it and they both work together, will be able to grow something very solid. And likely if they are in that same strong community, they will also have that community support backing their relationship. So let's go ahead and get some Jesus on it. And actually this is kind of a progression in a certain type of energy that I was picking up on, I think towards the end of 2023. I was getting a number of readings about people either being in situationships or having exes. The exes were very, very prevalent in everybody's energy. We were getting way more past, aggressive past person reads for the collective, past people showing up in y'all's energy. And for the new people who were interested in y'all, they also had they weren't exes yet. It was either someone they were going back and forth with, or a situationship or something where that person was still very present in their life and causing problems, or they were both causing problems together. And that's now kind of shifted to things aren't all the way done yet, but whoever these exes are, they're just they are not as strong in the energy anymore. And that is a positive development, at least if you're someone who is looking for some sort of new relationship or something like it. So let's see what Jesus says. He says, peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. Like I said, this person is not interested in bringing y'all into any situations. So they are creating peace and stability in their own lives so they can offer that to you as part of them trying to initiate a relationship with you. Jesus also says, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me. I would guess there is probably some sort of social justice component within this community. I don't know if they do charity work, or it just is a community that's just very, very active in that sort of endeavor. Maybe, or perhaps it's just a small component of what the group does. And Jesus finally says, be encouraged, my child. Your sins are forgiven. That is not talking about, if there was any substance stuff going on, this person's taken care of it, or they are taking care of it. So I would say if this person was leaning harder into substances to cope, this person doesn't have full-blown substance use disorder or anything like it. They just need to renegotiate their boundaries with substances in general, and have some techniques in place to bring them into some better coping strategies before just going straight to whatever substance that they prefer. So that's addressing that. Also, sins is very aggressive energy. A very aggressive language to talk about just an issue in the energy. Sins being forgiven means that the energy is clearing. So what this person is doing is creating a pathway for the direct flow of energy between you both, okay? So let us, as always, or for the most part, close with the highest authority. That authority is, of course, Bob, our Father who art in heaven. We close with the word of Bob that is good all the time. All right, Bob says, every day is a good day when you paint. So despite what I'm telling you about this person that is sort of dealing with all this stuff, for the most part, I would say, like, even though they are facing a lot of fairly substantial challenges, they've been through a lot, this person is like if you saw them, if you, like, obviously you got to know them in some way for them to be thinking about you in this way. If you saw them, they wouldn't be like, oh, like, they wouldn't be like that. They would still be relatively, like, upbeat around you. This person is likely like I'm saying, they're like an extrovert, optimist. The King of Wands is like an action taker, confident. So while this person might go through things, they're not going to be like bedraggled about it, all right? Bob also says, did you ever think you could just take a great big old brush and make all these beautiful little trees? You really can. This person is like radically changing their life for whatever situation this is. Bob finally says, you know me, I think there ought to be a big old tree right about there. And let's give him a friend. Everybody needs a friend. So this is just about this person planting themselves in this new lifestyle that they are making all of these changes for. And that friend, it's likely that like you already have some sort of friendly relationship with this person that might be casual. It might be a little bit more than casual, but like both of y'all seem to be fairly solid energies. And it is likely that if this all unfolds for you, that the both of you will grow well together. So, my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, this is reality, and I am your GM, your game master for this, the game of life. I am also, of course, the greatest magician of the age and perhaps the greatest magician of all time. And together, you and I will perform the greatest magic trick of all time. We will reverse the polarities of the world, make America great for once. Fly this boat to the moon somehow, shift the world onto the mega happy timeline, perhaps leaving it a much better place than it ever has been before. Because we are, my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, crawling on the planet's face, some insects called the human race, lost in time and lost in space. End meaning.